Hello, welcome to Going Off Grid from Scratch. Chris here. I had a question from at excuse me, at loading321 YouTube channel. It's asking about the Vevor sewage pump installation or an update. I have the model flo700. So here we go. First off, we have toilet paper. It's right here. This is the toilet paper I used because that's what I could get a hold of. I used 2-ply, septic safe. Of course, they're all septic safe, but 2-ply because if you go 3 and 4-ply, you could possibly wear out that motor down there a little bit more. So we'll go with 2-ply. It's cheap enough, we can buy more. I have had to get into this pump twice now, clean it out. It's not a big deal, but I found a new way of doing it so I don't have to tear it apart, because to tear it apart is probably an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. Probably not 2 hours, but about an hour and a half, and then you can make a mess on the floor here. And then you got to go through, clean, and disinfect the floor. So I found a new way to do that. I did have some leaks, like I said in my videos. I had to adjust some things. I've had to, when I cleaned it out both times, I took this off too, the check valve, and I inspected it, making sure that little flapper didn't have no hair or anything, because we got the washing machine going into this too. So I made sure this check valve wasn't backflowing into here. I'm glad I bought the neck size bigger than the 500 model because of traffic. I've had my ex-girlfriend's not her stepson, but her son, he lived with us, and there's just an added person and more traffic. So this took a lot of traffic. So with that said, I down in the bottom of this, there's a pump right here, them 3 screws. And down inside there, there's a basket with holes in it, plastic or PVC basket, and them holes get clogged up. And if you have too thick of toilet paper and they don't break down fast enough, it's going to clog them holes or get tangled up with that propeller in there. So I had to tear it apart and clean it, and it does get up inside the vent tube. So if you ever tear it apart, you have to tear the whole thing apart all the way up to there. Well, you can't tear it up to there, but you can only go up to here because of the hose clamps. And I take it all out, and I clean it, disinfect it, put it all back in. Let's see what else. Oh, for cleaning. Oh shoot, water's dripping. Of course, I just use the regular toilet brush, and I use Dawn soap every so often, or I like to do it. When I do laundry and my clothes get real dirty, I use Dawn soap. So that way the Dawn soap goes right in through there and flushes in here to help eat away the greases and kick it out. Now, I've also used Rid-X. I've poured Rid-X down in here, and I've noticed a difference within a day or so. Just pour a little bit in there every few weeks, and it helps keep that tank cleaner because the enzymes start eating it up. So that's nice. It's another option for you. Drainage. Here we go. This was the issue I've had. Okay, you do your business in the morning, and you've had to flush 3, maybe 4 times till that turd gets out of there. Well, other industrial, or not industrial, but toilets have a little jet right here in the front of the bowl down there to help kick it out, because I made the toilet level, but that turd seems to just sit right there in the toilet paper. So I'm going to change this bottom bowl out and get one with that little jet there to help push it back into the pump. So I ain't got to stand here and get the plunger going and play with the shit while I'm trying to be doing something else. clean the toilet out. Because women don't like that. Walk in here, or no one else does, wants to see a turd sitting in there. So I'm going to eventually clean this out, or get rid of this and put a different one in there. I'm pretty sure they all match up to the tanks, and I'm pretty sure that's mostly similar. That's 4-inch going down to 3-inch. Oh, see, this toilet is 4-inch going down to 3-inch. So if they got a 3-inch, cool, that's nice. But it's already bellowed for a 4-inch, so I can't change that part. This is a 19-inch toilet. From the top of the toilet to the floor is 19 inches, so I like that. Nice and tall. I don't want to sit in the toilet. I want to sit on it. Let me free up a hand. See if I can show you this. Cleaning the toilet. You can also just stick dish soap down in there. Or I've even put it in the back of the tank. Because that fills up and lets it go. And dish soap takes a little bit to dissolve. So you might get 2 or 3 flushes out of that. If you pour a whole bunch of it down in there, or like a quarter cup, or just open it up and squirt it down in there like you would your kitchen sink doing dishes. You might get a few flushes out of it, and it'll help flush it out. I can show you that right now. Well, in 1 second. To make sure that, not make sure, but how do I say this? When you go to thinking that, how do I word this? I have come to realize how to know when that pump is starting to get clogged up. Is when that water, the state of the water doesn't get sucked down from that pump. Because the pump's supposed to suck it down. Then you can start telling or noticing that waffle basket down in there is starting to get clogged. So I'll flush it, and then I'll come in here and I'll plunge it really good. And that pump will kick on and start sucking it down like a jet. As you can see, it ain't sucking it down. I gotta do it again. We only got so much water to flush with. Now I gotta clean up the mess. And you can hear it. If it takes too long to flush like that, it caught an air pocket. Sometimes I'll undo this if I'm standing here, make sure that my business is cleaned up. I will wait for the pump to shut off, or I will undo the cord, unplug it, let the air bubbles rise or go away, and then I'll plug it back in. So here's what we can do with this. I got one of those toilet biscuits in there. Looks gross in there. I didn't even open it. There we go. Here's what you can do. Let me hold on to this. You can just like your kitchen sink. Put this soap down in there. Can't hurt nothing. And it'll get out there. And it'll wash your pipes. Maybe. It's dish soap. It's cleaning. Stick the tank back on it. See what it does. Let's do the small one. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? Dish soap. Cleans it right down. Even though it's already clean. But look, I put a lot in there and it'll give me another couple flushes. I'll probably keep doing it. Ain't that nice? So, that's I gotta come back in here and clean this up. So that's my review or an update on a Vevor sewage pump or macerating pump. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.